one kid, it's one kid, right? Okay. When you have two kids, it feels like five, especially if they're close in age and they're young. When you have like three kids, technically you have like 4,593 kids. And you What's up, beautiful people? Shavonne here, and welcome back to my channel. I am so proud of myself because I really am trying to be consistent this time around. This time around meaning with my posting on YouTube and even my social media pages, of just being more consistent with that is something that I want to do, and I'm proud of myself. So far this week, I've been rocking it. So I'm back because if you saw my last video, and if you didn't, be sure to check it out. I kind of reintroduced myself and I shared that I'm on a journey in which I'm just trying to get back to me. And I had started implementing some of the things I'm going to share today, but I find that it's been really helping me get back to just being able to make time for a lot of things that I like to do for myself. And for a long time, when I first became a mommy, I struggled with just staying on top of things and struggled with just being all the things I needed to be. And not that I'm an expert, because I'm nowhere near expert, but I feel like I'm much better, and it's because of these tips that I'm going to share today. So get your pencil out, get your notes out on your phone, whatever you need to do, because I really think that these tips are going to help you if you are also looking to try to find ways just to make more time for yourself and to stay on top of things. So tip number one, I really slept on the idea of making a to-do list. Like, you hear it all the time, oh, to-do list, to-do list, to-do list, to-do list. But I really slept on making a to-do list. And let me tell you, I have to-do lists for work, to-do lists for home, to-do lists for my personal things. And it's something so just motivating when you actually get to like check off your list or like cross out on your list. And it's like, for me, I'm a visual person, so I need to kind of see things being like checked off, not just in my head, like, okay, I did that. So I love that. Also, having a to-do list allows me to really kind of put things in perspective and say, okay, I have these 5 things that need to be done. What is something that needs to be done like today? What's something that needs to be done like this week? If I don't get it done today, but I get it done like in 2 days, I'm still good. So having that visual list really helps me. Now, I'm not fancy. My to-do list is literally in a notebook. But for some people, they might want to do it in their phone notes. That's actually like my second go-to if I'm like out and about and I need to remember something. And then, some people like really might want to make a fancier thing where it's like on a PowerPoint. I've seen a PowerPoint to-do list. I've also seen people just have little Post-it notes and just kind of have an area in their house where they hang things up. And as they do something on the Post-it note, they just take the Post-it note, take it down, cross it out, and say done. So just kind of think of a method that works for you, but definitely do not sleep on to-do lists. Okay, number 2. I really find that meal prepping on my day, it's like Saturday or Sunday, depending on what's happening for, that weekend. But meal prep, you hear meal prep and you're just like, okay, that's for like dieting or, eating healthy, saving money, which all those things are true. But it's nothing like coming home and not having to worry about what you have to make, especially if you're coming home from a long day at work. And that was one of my struggles, getting home and trying to figure out, okay, what am I going to make today? Now I'm super tired. Now that I thought of the thing I'm going to make, now I have to actually make it. So for me, I personally do not like to cook like my whole meal for the week on one day because, I don't know, just something about me. I don't know about food sitting that long. But if that's your thing, that's your thing. But for me personally, I don't care for that. But what I will do is, if whatever meats I know I'm going to cook for the week, I'm making sure that they're cleaned. I'm making sure that they're seasoned. If it's something that I plan on feeding my family early in the week, so like the Monday, the Tuesday, then I will go ahead and I will cook all that on Sunday. But like my Wednesday, Thursday, and sometimes Friday meals, I will probably wait until like the Wednesday to cook it, but it's gonna be clean, it's gonna be seasoned, it's gonna be packaged and ready. So all I have to do is do a quick turn around and cook it. And also I make sure that like my meals that take more time to prepare, we're eating those early in the week because I had more time on Sunday to prep and prepare it. But like fastings that I know doesn't take that long, that'll be the meals that I will wait for the end of the week. Also, when it comes to meals, I have like a formula that I use to kind of help me get through the week. And, if anybody wants information on that, let me know in the comment section below, but I'll be happy to share that too. Just some tips that kind of help me with my meal plan to make it even easier than, just knowing ahead of time. So that is very helpful. And also for me, I don't really get to spend a lot of time with my kids during the week because I leave for work super early. So it's nice to be able to come home and not have to spend the last few hours of the evening cooking. I'm just able to just like heat it up, do whatever needs to be done quickly, and then spend time with my kids. So I love that for me. Okay, tip number 3, select your clothes for the week. Pick a day. Again, for me, it's Saturday or Sunday based on whatever's happening that weekend. But I have 3 kids, and my son and my daughter, they wear uniforms 4 days out the week. So that's easy. However, you have to still, make sure it's laid out and pressed and ironed. My husband and I have a system where normally I'll pick out the clothes and then he'll just go ahead and he'll iron everybody's clothes, mine's included. So that's a lot. I mean, definitely teamwork happens in this house. But for me, there was a point where I was literally getting up every day trying to figure out what everyone was wearing. Like I said, my son and oldest daughter, they do have uniforms, so that's a little easier for me, but I need to make sure that everything is clean and ironed. So Sunday or Saturday is my day. I'll take out their clothes. Fridays, they get to dress down, so I have to pick out an outfit for Friday. My daughter, my youngest daughter, she doesn't wear a uniform, so I have to pick out 5 outfits for her and then 5 outfits for me. I don't dress up for work per se, but I am trying to be, I'm trying to be more conscious of what I wear because it's so easy for me to wake up and not have a plan and not throw on anything, but you know what it is, like just kind of just throw on what you need to get out the house. So now I make it a point to really just be mindful of, okay, how do I want to look? How do I want to show up? Like, I want to make sure that I look good so I can feel good. So Sunday or Saturdays is my day and I pick up my clothes and it's just super easy to get up, shower, get ready, and already know what I'm wearing. So that's been super helpful as well. Okay, another tip that I really slept on for years is having a planner. Like really having a tangible book where you actually list out your plans for the week, plans for the month, upcoming. And I used to be one who was really good remembering everything. Like someone would tell me like, hey, on this day at this time, like, can you make it? I'm like, sure, I'll be there, or sure, I can't. And I never had to write it down. I was just always good with just remembering. And even leading up to it, I would be like, oh, okay, I know this is coming up. I need to do whatever I need to prepare. Girl, that has changed. Like having kids, mommy brain is real. Let me just say that. Mommy brain is a real live situation. And sometimes I can't remember like what I ate the day before. I can't remember what I did like last week. I come back from work on Monday and people's like, how was your weekend? I'm like, it was good. And I'm thinking like, what did I do? So having a planner has saved my life. Now I've tried to get like real tech savvy and with my iPad, and I bought like this digital planner that was so cute. I could not keep up with that thing. Like just trying to figure out how to use that was like a whole nother task. I'm like, planners supposed to make your life easier. So again, if that's your thing, go for it. For me, I had to get an actual like planner book. And that has just been super, super helpful for me. And just, every Sunday, just kind of going through my week, looking at what I have to do. If anything's coming up for the week, what do I need to prepare, what I have to get lined up. It's just been so, so helpful for me. And definitely don't sleep on a planner and do something that is going to really be convenient for you. That's the trick. again, getting a cute little planner is great, but if you're not going to use it and really like be active in it, then it's kind of just like a waste. And another tip, this is my last tip, but it's definitely an important tip. Trying your best to stay organized. I feel like all the things that I mentioned previously would help with staying organized, but organization is a thing in itself. Making sure everything in your house has a place really, really matters, because it's one thing to come home to a house that, yeah, you know, maybe you have some laundry that you need to fold. I think that's all of us. We do laundry, we put it aside. But it's another thing to come to your house and it's just like a hot mess. And I'll be the first to admit, like, that was my life in 2023, and I refuse to bring that with me to 2024. My house, you have kids. When you have like one kid, it's one kid, right? Okay. When you have two kids, it feels like five, especially if they're close in age and they're young. When you have like three kids, technically you have like 4,593 kids. And you probably have like, don't forget if you have a pet. We have a dog. I never really even mentioned her to you guys, but it's a lot happening in this house. So trying to manage and maintain everything gets crazy in here. However, I will say that I have made it a point to make sure everybody in this house, even down to the baby, is learning everything has a spot. Everything has a place. So when we take these things out of their place, we must put them back in their place. And it's a work in process. However, I'm finding that being able to come home to a house that's organized, I didn't say clean because I have three kids, so it's not always clean. There's toys all over the place. But organized to the point where I know I can quickly put things back in their place and have like my peace of mind makes a world of a difference. So for me, doing all these things has definitely freed up time, made my life easier. Again, this is still an ongoing process for myself. I'm not an expert, but these things have been helpful, and I hope they can help you too. Drop in the comment section if you ever already use some of these tips, and if you have extra tips that you could share with us, please bring them on. And just feel free to let me know, like, you know, how have these tips been helping you? Like, what are some things that you find already are like your go-to that help you just really be able to just like stay on track, and most importantly, make time for you. This was all about just getting back to being able to be ourselves and to find joy in things, not in just motherhood, and just being able to be like, okay, like I can have time on my hands to do this because all this other stuff was done. All right, beautiful people, thank you for rocking with me. I hope that you hit me up in the comments. Press that like button. Don't forget to subscribe so you never ever miss a video. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Take care.